Hi, everybody. Welcome to 90 Day with Nana. Happy Monday. What's going on? Let us know if you can hear us.
Hi, everyone.
Here in the live chat, we're going to be breaking down 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 6, Episode 3. Do you remember the name of this episode, Nana?
Yes, Episode 3.
Okay, that's not the name of it. Let me look it up, you guys. While you're here, make sure you smash that like, leave all your comments. If you want to support the channel, a great way to do it is to sign up for our Patreon. The link is in the description. We have exclusive content and lots of fun things. You can also become a member on YouTube. It's only $3.99 and you get to use our exclusive emojis and fun stuff. Pops up for the emojis, like different pics and stuff like that.
I love that.
You can also do super chats. So yeah.
Are these all the people that are on?
What do you mean?
All this right here?
Yeah, that's our chat.
Oh my gosh, it's huge, you guys. I didn't think we'd get many people because it being Monday. We're flying out tonight, so we weren't able to do it this evening because it will be on the plane. I'm very sad about leaving here. It's fabulous. We've been treated so nice.
By me?
Oh my God, by you and Chell, you guys, and Tilly, you guys have been the best host and hostess and kitty hostess I ever had.
Yes. So Nana and Papa are still visiting, but they're leaving today. They fly out tonight. I'm sad. I tried to talk Nana into staying. She doesn't want to stay longer. I don't know why. I'm clearly not bitter about it, but she wants to go home. And Chell even made her homemade banana muffins with peanut butter, honey drizzle on top. They're so good. Oh my gosh.
It's gourmet here. I just love it. He's a gourmet cook and it's just delicious.
Yay. And Realification, you're playing hooky from work at the moment. Yes, play
that a girl.
hooky. So we went live a little earlier because Nana will be on a flight tonight, you guys. So we wanted to say hi. We haven't been able to go live a ton while Nana's here because we were traveling, looking at homes. We were just like so busy. We got a car. I put out my first vlog of the trip on Joleen Vlogs, my channel. If my mods don't mind sharing that link, you guys make sure you subscribe. We have a goal of getting to 1K subs, and I think we're up to 548 subscribers. I have a bunch of I've been just filming everything, so a bunch of other stuff. I'll be putting out vlogs of me and Nana's time and our trip and the houses we saw.
That's so nice.
We went to Vegas. We saw some homes. What we learned, I would say, is that it is a seller's market. So if you want to sell your house right now,
do it.
If you're ever thinking of selling your house, do it, because you can sell it for well over. And we were looking at mostly new builds because, the crazy thing is new builds are cheaper in a lot of places than buying an existing home, which I always thought was the opposite.
Because, it used to be. Because what's happening is, I think, this is just me, I'm thinking that because we've been down and out for so long, over a year with the pandemic, that people are getting out now, they're getting vaccinated, they're feeling better about life, and they're moving on with their lives, and they're moving and moving and moving. We went through 29 model homes. It was just fabulous.
29 model homes. We looked Henderson, Summerlin, North Las Vegas.
It was just beautiful.
We gambled a little. We got a Honda, a new Honda.
We bought a new car. I mean, we've just been doing nothing but spending money. It's been really good. Jules, you just had in the
Indiana girl, nice. Jules, thank you so much for our first super chat of the day. Hi, Nana and Joleen. Love seeing you two together. I'm working 7 days a week and 12-hour shifts since the college kids are home for the summer. Joleen, so glad you did get my gift. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys. Indiana girl Jules sent me 2 palettes, these glam light palettes, and oh my God, we didn't know who they were from at first.
No, not at all.
Because Chell ordered me one because I post on Instagram like, I love this, want. And then Chell ordered me a burger one. Then Jules sent me a donut one, a slider one, and a lip gloss. And so we've been playing with makeup. As you can see, we're playing.
I have never seen anything so cute. What a great packaging idea they have. for little
Oh,
hamburgers and little, you open up the donuts and they have these cutesy names for stuff. It was just delicious and wonderful.
yeah. If you guys want to support a good women-run business, woman of color, no less. It's she packages it so beautifully. It's Glamlite, GLAMLITE. It's a big business now. She has a ton of followers.
She just did a beautiful job with the whole thing. And
the packaging is food with makeup.
And who doesn't love food and makeup together? Hello?
Exactly. Welcome, Christy Marie is a new YouTube member. Feel free,
hi, Christy,
to use our exclusive emojis in the chat, you guys. So Nana, okay.
I got to show this.
Nana got a gift.
This is Take a Bath, You Dirty Hippie. This is from Eric. And am I saying it wrong?
Eric Spear.
Eric Spear. Eric, you send the cutest things. And I'm putting this in our new bathroom when I get home downstairs. These are the colors of the bathroom. So it was just absolutely perfect. It's just darling. And I absolutely love it. And thank you.
Yay. Well, Aaron says, nice early surprise. I'm making portobello wild rice soup from scratch, adding asparagus. Oh my gosh, Aaron. That sounds amazing. I love portobello mushrooms.
How close are you to us, Aaron? We haven't had lunch yet.
Can you bring your stuff? Also, shout out to Nini Girl. Shout out to Lucy in the chat. Lucy, she opened up her gift she got from Nini Girl. And Nana opened it, and because Lucy couldn't wait any longer, and she wants to. And she says, opened a little gift of lights. It was amazing. I'm opening the rest. Oh yes, so there's all these other little things.
Yeah,
we didn't know what they were, but Lucy knew. So thank you guys so much. And we are working on the Frankie and Lucy Amazon wish list. I know you guys wanted us to make that. We haven't made it yet.
She says, "Thank you, Nini. She's a good girl." That's what you do. Someone gives you a gift, you thank them right away.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Aaron says the rise in home prices has covered a lot. What happened is corporations are buying up, private residential properties this year in masses, pushing individual buyers out of affordability. We had a couple of the building companies ask us, are we looking to buy multiple properties, and also are we looking to invest? Are these investment properties? And we're like, we're just looking for the home for ourselves. So some places don't even want you there because they're trying to build up these communities.
They're trying to make it a family, family community, instead of all these rich buggers being able to buy up everything and just make more money, because you can't take it with you, kids. So let people have affordable housing.
Not the rich buggers. Not the rich buggers.
Yes. Damn.
All right. Thanks, Legally Leah says, Happy Mother's Day, Nan. I'm glad I can tell you to your face. Yes, we had a good Mother's Day. We got
thank you,
mani petties.
Oh,
you didn't get a mani.
I didn't get a mani because I'm going to be going home and digging in the dirt. I can't wait to do that part of it, but I'm having a hard time leaving. And my pedicure was fabulous, and I got a hot pink. So I felt so good. And that poor little girl had the most upper body strength to get all the dead skin off.
She was petite and amazing, but had strength like you wouldn't believe because she had a cheese grade Nana's feet.
It wasn't pretty, but boy, they sure felt soft afterwards.
Yeah. So there you go. All right, you guys. So thank you for leaving your comments in the chat. We love reading them. We don't want to get lost in the comments. We do want to get into this episode because before Nana leaves, we have a goal of going to the pool.
I got the swimsuit on.
She's already got her swimsuit on.
I'm ready.
So we got to get into this episode of 90 Day Fiancé. So we'll go to the Who's Dead with Nana at the end.
Okay, that'd be just fine.
And we'll get right into the episode, and we'll look at the Nana notes. What do you got for notes, Nana?
Okay, now during this evening,
break it down by couple like we do.
And during this evening, Joleen was yelling at me just a little bit because I kept falling asleep during the episode. She goes, take your notes. We're going on tomorrow. Well,
she would fall asleep.
I can't help it. I get tired, Joe. Wait till you're 66. I'm telling you.
And all of a sudden, I'd be like, oh my God, Nana, did you see that? We were watching in the living room, and she goes, yeah, an Activia commercial. I go, what? There's no Activia commercial. She swears she was watching. She was dreaming of Activia commercials, so we got to give Nana better dreams because that's a pretty shitty dream. Get it?
I do, because I can't take that Activia. Just make sure you go sit on the potty too quick.
Go sit on the potty. All right, Nana, get into those Nana notes.
All right, let's start, kids. We're starting with Jovi and Yara. The baby is back home. And Gwen, the mother of Jovi, came and is telling them how to parent. That didn't go over very big.
Well, they got Mila. So they got the little baby, and it looks like Yara is just loving being a mom. We still have Jovi being Jovi. He's in the store. He's buying Doritos. He's buying diapers that don't quite fit the baby. And he's like, just make it work. And it's like, that's not how it works, Jovi. No. She's going to leak right through something that that doesn't fit her little butt. I think Yar's like, he's like, what am I supposed to do? They didn't have the size. She goes, go to another store.
Go to another store. He has to be led around by the nose to do things correctly because he's just not used to it. He's used to like the flim flam man.
Yeah, he has to be led around by the Corona or the Bud Light. And that's how you get it, because he made sure to get a case of beer. So Yara is just like, I like seeing her as a new mom because she's just so enamored with her baby. She's got the emotions, Yes. I mean, after you give birth, you got, I'd be emotional if I just had looked at this little thing I made and I'm like, oh my God, she's so perfect. And so she's crying a lot. And then Gwen shows up and Gwen's like, oh my God, you didn't rap. I can't do her Louisiana accent.
I can't either.
Down on the bayou. Oh no, that's not an accent. You didn't wrap her in a blanket. You wish you had a blanket. Grandma's here. So very passive aggressive comments from Grandma.
Try to be nice. These are new parents. New parents are scared enough, let alone throwing that stuff at them. Joey's still Joey, like we said. He's leaving in a couple weeks for 2 months. That's going to be hard.
2 months
to Ghana for work
because he has to quarantine due to the pandemic for 2 weeks before he goes, and then he goes into his job. So that's pretty crazy. So she's going to be left with Gwen. And then we have this moment where Yara is very emotional. Yeah. And she's saying, I didn't think, nobody thought with this pandemic this would happen. And then having a new baby in the pandemic and then not being able to see her family, she hasn't been able to go home.
And she's very upset by that. She says, I haven't been home in 9 months. I thought I'd be home by now just visiting and then come back. Mm-hmm. And that just hasn't been the way. And Jaclynee.
Yep.
Parody says Jovi needs to grow up and be a father. Well, it's going to take a long time. We know that, don't we? It's just if ever.
He's 30. I was shocked he's 30. She's only 26. He's 30. And I thought marrying a 30-year-old guy, he would be ready for a kid. But he's ready to party. And he pretended he's ready.
He just wants to party. Well, what are you going to do when she's already pregnant?
He's pretending this episode. He's like, oh, no, I'm glad we're on this stage. Because she's like, oh, our life's so different. Because they were making kind of fun jokes. Like, I feel like Jovi and Yara, I feel like they can make it work. She's going to have to definitely put up with a lot. Like, she's going to have to change her standards. Her standards are going to have to go in the gutter. But they can make it. You know what I mean? Like,
I think they will make it.
They do have a fun little back and forth. They were making fun of her pepperoni nipples, apparently. I saw my BFF when she had a baby. We were at a wedding and she was pumping and dumping. And the nipple gets this long when you're breastfeeding, I feel like. Is that wrong? Is this too big?
That's too big.
How big did your stick? Is that okay, so you got the areola, then you got the nipple. Mm-hmm. And then the baby's got to
suck on it. It doesn't have to get really far out. Here, I'll show
hers
you.
Was like this
Here,
big.
I'll show you.
Don't show us, Nana. I don't want to go down memory lane of your nipples.
And I don't understand why that is with life. Why can't women just be topless too? Like men. Why is this such a big deal? Why do we have to?
Because they love to sexualize us, Nana.
Oh my God, stop it. But underwires and all that stuff. We were in the underwear department yesterday at Kohl's. Can you believe all that crap that they sell?
Don't gain weight, guys, because I wore a dress. I've been just wearing like sweats. Like, me and Nana were like, we got to get it together.
We got to get with it.
We will. Okay. I got to record for a TV show in August for a comedy spot on this Amazon show. So I have to do a set. And I'm not going to film looking like I do now. Not ripping on myself. I'm just saying I don't want. Anyway, so we went. We got to get it together. So we went to Kohl's because I got this like Lauren Conrad dress. Don't want to brag, guys, but yeah. And now that I've gained so much weight, there's friction, and I want to walk like this with my legs spread. I've never had my thighs.
Oh, honey, I had that from 1968 on. That's why I just thought, well, good for you. You haven't had it till you're, your age.
41, you can say it. I say my weight, I say my age, because you know what?
41. And no kidding. I had this since 8th grade, and it's chafing and it's not fun.
It's sticky.
I'm trying to tell her, let's get some petty pants. What the hell are petty pants? I says, we used to have them in 1966, 67, 68. Petty pants were the thing. It wasn't just, we all had
I'm not wearing bloomers, Nana.
They're kind of like that, but they're a nice nylon. So when your legs do touch together, you're not getting that chafing and you're gliding, if you will.
Exactly. It's hot AF out here.
Yes.
So my legs are rubbing. It's a chub rub. Yes, it's called chub rub.
Is that what it's called?
So
I didn't know. Oh my God, I didn't know we had a name for it.
The first time in my life I've had chub rub, and I don't like it. I'm going to say I'm not a fan of the chub rub.
I'm telling you, it's hard. It's a tough thing.
I have the bear, Joleen, I have the bear chub rub. I don't know what the bear chub rub is.
What is the bear chub rub?
Oh, the bear, like bear skin?
Bear chub rub. I like it. It sounds better than what's going on over here. So, and that's happened to me forever.
Nancy says you have it for the first time too. Okay, so I think we all, I gained the COVID. I think I probably gained.
In your life, ladies? Man, where was I? 7th and 8th grade. Ouch. You got those big old thighs and they're rubbing together. And back then we wore petty pants.
They say the COVID-19 you gained, but I think I gained the COVID-29 or something crazy.
I put on 26 since I quit smoking. So I got to get that off.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Does anybody have any Marlboro Reds they could send over? I'm just kidding. No. I say that because of Angela.
Oh, you mean the best? Yes. Yeah, so we got these Spanx things to wear under it, which
they're nice. They're nice, but I said get the biggest size you can because they suck you in too. I don't know why these people think we have to be so perfect because nobody here that I know of is. We want to appear feeling good. I just want healthy.
The Angela surgery to cut off my chub rub.
Okay, I'll match your chub rub.
I was so jealous of Angela. I'm like, this chick gets to just drink only Coca-Cola, smoke cigarettes, wear too many rings on her fingers, have a million pairs of cheap sunglasses, have her hair fried out on the ends, and she gets to just smoke Reds and then go in and get a whole new body.
But I was disappointed in her, and I'm an ex-smoker. I totally get that feeling oh my God. But she lit up in the hotel.
Let's move on to Angela. Yeah. Right. So we have, Yara says to end the Yara Jovi segment, Yara basically says, I'm going to let Gwen help me. But Yara, I think, she is very respectful of Gwen. Yes, they can have a nice relationship too, but sometimes Gwen can overstep her bounds and, her boundaries.
I think that's true with mothers and mother-in-laws that just are trying. We're trying to enhance our.
She's trying to get me to wear bloomers
and enlighten our loved ones' life.
But she says she's going to listen to her. But when it comes down to it, she said, "I'll respect her opinion," which I thought was really nice. But I'm going to do what I want to do because it's my baby, which I think is the perfect answer.
That's right. But I did go to my mom and my grandma a lot for first babies and second babies.
Listen, you have to remember. Gwen raised Jovi, so how good?
I know. Not sure I take too much. Of course, we had the dad in there too, but I don't think he raised anything but a glass to his mouth. Okay, so Angela, she's eating a no-taste soup that they gave her. It's a chicken soup before surgery. That she says, I just want a burger and fries. I just want a cigarette.
Did you notice, Nana? She only had Coca-Cola's little Coke cans. The woman has admitted to not drinking any water. I don't know how you don't get headaches. How you don't.
I know you have to have water in order to live. We've been down in water like crazy since we've been here.
Since you got here, I drank some Diet Pepsis.
I'd like to enlighten your life. Good.
As we're judging Angela. Anyways, I can't believe she only drinks that.
I can't believe it either. My Diet Pepsi of the day. Hi.
Yeah, but it just worries me. I'm like, Angela, you just have to throw some water in there. You can have your Coca-Colas, I guess. But
I don't know. I think she's right at that age and stuff and just prime candidate for diabetes. So she just has to kind of pull it together. Yeah. When she pulled out those Reds though, Marlboro Reds and lit up, I thought, oh honey, you're going to get so sick during surgery.
Well, here's the thing. You have to listen to what they say because she's like, so JoJo shows up, her best friend. She should marry JoJo. I don't even know why she married Michael. JoJo always shows up.
Beautiful. Isn't she so nice to her? And she just kind of shakes her head without shaking her head at her.
But she shows up every season, every time. JoJo is like her person. JoJo is her producer, Linda. She should have just married JoJo.
Should I have just married Linda? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, Linda.
I'm saying thanks for marrying Dad because then you made me. But now feel free to divorce and then Dad can go, find someone sweet. And you can.
Look at this, Birdie, my favorite humans. Hope you had a lovely Mother's
Thanks,
Day.
Birdie.
And I did. Thank you, Birdie. Thank you.
No, I think that JoJo is just like Skyla's watching all the kids. Michael obviously is in Nigeria, and then you have JoJo there. So JoJo shows up. Angela's eating this soup. She can't believe no salt, no pepper. I just want a burger and fries. And then she goes, JoJo, I got you the same soup. And JoJo's like, ew, no, that looks like chicken shit, not chicken soup. And then she's like, ha 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 ha. And then they high five, ha ha ha. Angela and her cackle. Oh my gosh.
I know.
But
she really is funny.
These two women seem to love each other. JoJo is very in sync with her emotion. She was crying a lot this episode. I'm thinking, why are you crying, JoJo? She's getting weight loss surgery. Like,
I know, but it's very, when you're going under the knife, I don't care what you're going under for an operation. It's always
for sure scary.
Yeah, it's very scary, and things can happen.
She better have gotten JoJo her own room or suite because she can't stay in there with her nonstop, and order her some regular food if she came all the way out there to take care of you. Like, that's a good ass friend. I don't know if I have a lot of friends that would do that for me. If I was like, hey, I want to get my chub rub sucked out. Can you stay with me for weeks on end and watch me get thin while you don't? You know what I mean? I don't know.
That would be a tough, but JoJo looks good.
She looks good.
Angela just says, she says, the doctor says they weigh 5 pounds apiece. Now that just raises havoc on your back. Havoc on your back.
Havoc.
Is it havoc?
I say havoc. Raises havoc. I've never heard someone say havoc.
Well, I'm getting kind of
you're so fancy.
Why I'm out here.
Well, when she admitted that her boobs weigh 5 pounds each, I'm like, Angela, your poor back. And when she's not wearing a bra and she's showing JoJo, and it's like her boobs are sitting on past her rib cage, like they're just.
She can't breathe.
They're too big.
She's having a hard time breathing. And 5 pounds a piece. If you have 5 pounds of butter, just what that would feel like.
Oh my God.
I mean, just 5 pounds is a lot. I used to throw a 14-pound bowling ball, so I kind of compared it to that.
I mean, they're just ginormous.
They're big.
So big.
And speaking of how big they are, I think she felt the need, which I wouldn't have done. She had to call Michael and say, Michael, this beautiful doctor that looks just like you.
He doesn't.
And he doesn't.
He's way hotter.
Yeah, way hotter. And he was massaging my boobs. He wasn't. He was examining her. She throws the stuff in to get him jealous. Stop it. That's so 13, 14-year-old stuff.
How can she be 50? Okay, so here's the good thing.
Del Chick's back.
Yay. Good little tip is really, if you don't grow out of those bad habits, those bad dating habits, or those bad playing games, you're always going to play games, even when you're 54, because she's playing that jealousy game, like silly. Nana said. And she's like, well, I got to see that we still got it. And I'm thinking, Angela, obviously he loves you. You guys have been together for a while. You're on this dang show together.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah, he cheated and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I guess, with Toilet Daddy, I was trying to make Dad jealous, but nothing makes Dad jealous. So I just don't play those
Dad
games.
Doesn't pay attention to us. My dad he's in the kitchen watching old Johnny Carson clips. If we were Ed McMahon, he would be all in, but we're never going to be Johnny Carson or Ed McMahon. So Papa's like, we're talking to him. He's just like, what?
I'm gonna get surgery too, and I'm gonna get
look like Ed McMahon.
To look like Doc Severinsen.
Who's Doc Severinsen?
That was their band leader, and he blew the horn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Doc Severinsen.
Oh, like what's
Old
his face on David Letterman?
Yes.
What was his name? Phil? No, it's not Phil.
No, not Phil Donahue. What's his name?
Cliff.
I like him. He's really
Peter.
cute too. He's
Pee-pee.
very talented.
Little
anyway,
guy.
we're at Doc Severinsen. Write in the chat if you know who Doc Severinsen is. I can count about 13 of you that would know.
Thanks, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
We love you too. So, yeah. So she has someone who loves her, but a little strange that she calls him to say, hey, your tots are leaving. She's very worried about his reaction to her boobs going. Now, here's the thing. I would expect this from like a 24-year-old getting married, not a 54-year-old getting married, because as you age and you're in a relationship or you're married, everything changes. Your weight fluctuates, your boobs, his wiener sits different, your boobs sit different. Who knows what's going on with your buttholes? You know what I mean? Everyone's tooting. These Nan and Papa got gas with each other. I mean,
we're just used to it.
Some people go to the bathroom.
We just walk a little faster.
The door's open. So things change. So the fact that she's like, he won't like, your body's continually changing. How your body is today isn't how it's going to be tomorrow unless you get all these surgeries a la a Kardashian. So I thought it was very strange that she's like, he might not like me. So she calls Michael to tell him, hey, this hot doctor from Ghana,
Yeah, same place that he's from.
No, it's his.
Well, I thought he was.
He's from Nigeria, so we don't.
He wasn't from Ghana. He's from Nigeria.
The doctor?
Yes.
No, she talked about it on the episode.
And that's not what I heard.
His Ghana brother or something like that.
Okay,
she said.
Okay.
So, Nana.
Well, I'm just saying what I heard.
I'm just saying what I heard. Why don't you want to stay with me? Clearly,
I want to stay with you. Activia.
And so she's like, and he was so hot, and he was massaging my breasts.
He wasn't massaging.
But he was like this. He was pecking at it, like, let me see. Okay, yeah.
And he kept going, like, too big.
Yeah.
And she says, she was blushing, and oh my God, please.
Yes.
And then when he was doing that, wasn't that when he found the cigarettes, or was that last week? He found a pack of. Oh yeah,
they were in. No, she pulled them out because they're like, "What is that?"
Yeah,
and you could see the
whole box. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So she's telling Michael that, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of my bulbs, but you're probably not gonna be able to pull them like you like." Pull them like you like. So Chell was here. He was doing his homework. We're in the living room watching this. Chell busts out laughing. He could hear. So you might not be able to pull them like you like. What is he? I just picture them doing this.
Womp, womp, womp. Well, and they're big enough to pull,
But what do you mean? I've never heard of like foreplay or any kind of thing where you're like, pulling? I like when he pulls my tots.
Never heard that either.
Like, is he milking them?
I don't know. Is Lucy still with us?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. But really, I mean, what is going on with the pulling?
I didn't understand that either.
Of the boob. So we don't know what's going on there, but Michael's upset, and she's like, you should be more upset that I'm getting this surgery that's 2 surgeries in a row. It could be dangerous, and I'm smoking Reds, and I'm drinking Coca-Cola, and I haven't listened to the doctor, because how will he know if I have some of this? I don't know why I do baby girl Lisa for Angela, but how will he know if I have some of this water? Well, because you're going to be under anesthesia. You're going to be. They don't want you to go to the bathroom. They don't want you to vomit. They don't want you to have any kind of.
Right.
You got to have your system cleaned
out. And yeah, it's so bad.
Exactly. So bad. Is he making sausage or milk in a cow? We don't know. Michael's foreplay is very farm-like, clearly, because something weird is going on, and so he's upset. And
it was.
But he has been upset that she's getting the surgery. Period. So the fact that she's like, he doesn't care about my health. Girl, you don't care about your health. You're literally smoking a couple hours before you have to go
surgery
under the knife.
You just can't do it, honey. It's just, everybody's, that has an addiction understands how tough this is. I get it. But either you want to keep smoking or have the surgery to improve your health and to make you look better. Well,
she keeps saying, I want to improve my health. Well, here's the thing. You can't just get the fat sucked off and cut off. You have to change your diet. You got to cut out the cigs. You got to do
stuff we hate to
so
do.
much. Exactly. So this is a process. Yes, this will make you look outwardly healthier or better, but inwardly, if she's still eating burgers and fries every day and smoking a carton, it's not going to do.
It's not going to do you any good, honey.
No, exactly.
Angela calls her psychic. What'd you think of that?
Oh my gosh. So she's in the car. These poor Uber drivers with Angela.
Oh, they really, for all of them, the stuff they have to hear and listen to.
And I'm sure it's producers. It's probably not even really an Uber, but still, whoever's driving, I feel for you, because she's like, I got to call my psychic. And then she's like, am I going to die? Is Michael going to be able to pull my tots after this? Is this what's going on? She will be able to pull my tots. Hi, I'm here. Let me put my hair up. And Angela, we need to have a talk.
Oh, so bad. She just brought it up like a Pebbles Flintstone, and all you see is white fried.
See, here's the thing.
It was so bad.
You can't go with blonde, because I'm not a natural blonde either. I know, hard to believe. And
I am. So
yes, you're just up front.
Just up
front. And her leg hair. So your ends will get fried out if you do that bleach. And so she needs some Olaplex. She needs some. If I was her hair person, I would be like, we need to take a break from this. We got to tone it down. I also think Angela would look better with some more
color.
Gold tones, that kind of
more
white
of a color.
Yeah, bleached. It's just fried out her poor hair. Her hair is just, help me. You can see the strands of her hair going, help me. Save us.
You guys, maybe
save us. Help me. This is too much. Mommy done fried me. She fried me like she likes her food. She likes everything fried. Her food, her hair, her lungs, Everything's fried for Angela. Poor Ange.
Poor Ange, but I love her.
Yeah, I want her to do well.
I know. We wish the best for her because there's something about Angela that's just endearing.
Right? There is something endearing. I think because she is kind of #relatable in the way that she's just like, yeah, I don't like to eat healthy. I get fat. I'm like, me too, girl. Me too.
Oh, I'm so tired of this yo-yo dieting. I've been on it for my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I really thought maybe I had it together. And then something told me I had to give up my smoking too.
Well, that's what I wonder. You know, she's going to have this tummy thing.
It's tough.
What did they put, a tube in there or something?
I don't know if is it the gastric, do they kind of
sleeve? It's a sleeve.
Okay, that's right.
So she'll only be able to eat so much before getting sick, I think. Right. I don't know the specifics of it. But then I don't think she quit smoking. Because she's like, I've been doing this for 43 years. Am I going to die, psychic friends and family? And psychic friends and family said, no, right? I don't even know what the psychic told her. It was just.
I just kind of zoned out after that.
Yeah. And JoJo's like.
Because 40-some years, that's a long time. I understand that for an addiction and a problem like that. But when you're younger, you don't think this stuff's going to touch you. And then all of a sudden, you're Angela's age, my age, and you're going, maybe not such a good idea.
I better put down the cigs.
Get it together.
Yeah. Or the, you know what they call them in Canada? Darts. Like, you want to go out and have a dart? You want to have a dart?
Really? Why do they call them darts, I wonder?
They're like, we're going to have a dart.
It's
Canadian.
I know, but I wonder if it's a brand name of a cigarette, too.
I don't know. But do you want to go have a dart? Because I watched
like the guy
BKmessiah.
when we went to the one house, and I knew he was a smoker, so I'm looking down in the ashtray outside the door, and I go, he smokes Virginia Slims, whatever. We're moving on. We're not buying that house. Anyway, let's go.
Okay.
I like when she calls the grandkids and they don't answer. Now, the grandkids know that she's going into surgery, or her daughter.
Skyla knows.
And they're not answering her phone calls, and that's upsetting to her.
But why would you call 5 minutes before? Call the night before. Call the morning of. But the fact she was too busy smoking reds, and then she's all upset. She's taking care of 7 kids. Angela knows because Angela's been taking care of them 7 kids, or
true story.
However many kids there are. But the one thing I was most worried about, Nana, is what is the hotel going to charge her? Because I lived in LA for years.
Oh.
If she was staying in Beverly Hills or Beverly Hills adjacent, I don't think you can find a hotel that lets you smoke in there.
No, it's been for years that you cannot smoke outdoors in Beverly Hills. It's been years.
Or like Los Angeles, you have to be so far away from a building. Right. So now she's going to get, these people are first of all, the doctors are going to know you smoke because it stinks. You better have taken a shower, bathed, soaked. She didn't. So they're going to know you smoked. And there's no way you're going to be able to get the cigarette smoke. She probably thinks she's staying there so long.
As a smoker, you don't think it's got that big a smell.
It stinks.
You really don't. You just, okay. And you think a little spray and stuff will do it. So now you smell like fruity tobacco. But anyway.
Yeah, Lady Di says the stomach is tiny after that surgery. Yes, I had a friend who had it, and she could only eat so much. But Nancy says I had a friend who had it, and if you continue to overeat, you get fat again. You can stretch it out again. I feel like I could do that.
That would be me.
Yeah. I gained weight as a vegan. So I feel like that, like I've said before, that's my superpower is I can gain weight on anything. So you put me on keto, I'll get fat somehow. I'll find a way.
You will. Nah, don't say that.
No.
But as a vegan, nice now that's funny.
Hotel, $500. So she's going to get a fine. So I'm just like, put that damn, at least go outside if you're going to do it. But she didn't. So she's in the car. She's all nervous. She's upset. She's trying to call people like Nana said. Nobody's answering. She talks to her psychic friends and family.
I don't blame her for being nervous. I would be so nervous before. I always like doing this to Joleen. She always liked this when she was a kid. I always like to play with her hair. Sorry.
No, I like me when play with her hair. She, but she didn't do much research into her surgery. So she doesn't really know what is going to happen to her. So even when she had the consultation with the doctor, she's like, what? That can happen? And now she's going to be under anesthesia for 3-4 hours. So she's worried about that. So she's just having that anxiety. I think anytime anyone goes under the knife or gets anesthesia, I think that you get anxiety.
Well, they're the ones that have your life in their hands. Is the anesthesiologist. So we leave her. Did I say that wrong?
You said it perfect. I love it.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Gorgeous, Nana.
Thank you. She doesn't, what we leave her with is the doctor and the nurses. She's laying like a dead carp on the table, and a carp being a fish. And they're trying to wake her up and she's not waking up, and that's how they leave us for next
So like,
week.
Angela, open your eyes. Angela, open your eyes. Angela,
open your eyes.
But spoiler alert, she lives because we see
Yes.
skinnier Angela
Yes,
doing
we
her
do.
little interviews
Yes.
throughout this episode. So spoiler alert, Angela does not die and she loses weight.
It reminded me of Steel Magnolias when she's yelling at, is it Chelsea? What was her name on there?
We're so good at this. I know what you're saying when she's like,
Yeah.
you don't.
Malin. No, Malin's a mom.
Okay.
Malin is saying it though. Chelsea, do something.
No,
Oh, drink this.
Drink
this.
orange juice. She's like, you don't know what is her saying? She says, she's like, you don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't, or something. I don't know.
So
that was our Oscar winning.
And I wanted to call it Melrose Place, but it's Steel Magnolias.
Recreation. You
Okay,
don't
good.
talk about me like I'm not here.
That's how I feel with our podcast sometimes.
Don't talk about Nana like I'm not here.
here.
Oh man, what a good movie. Also, R.I.P. Olympia Dukakis. We already said that last week, but man. Okay.
I know.
We'll get to our Who's Dead with Nana at the end.
Yeah, it's a short list. There's only one person. Froyo and Kalani.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Kalani's sister's coming. And they call her Auntie B. B for baby, because she's a baby of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Mom is excited to have both her girls together again. They're still living with mom. They're looking for new homes at this point in time. The sister is not happy with the idea that they're going to go buy a place because their marriage isn't that solid.
Kalani is like, and Kalani's like, So Kalani comes to stay. She's going to stay for like a month or two. She's figuring out her next move. I think she was living in California for a long time. And now she's going to live in the craft room, which had a nice day bed.
Oh,
and
I like the craft room. It was so nice.
Like she likes to do like a Treetopia themed tree. The mom does.
Yeah, I like that. And the mom is pretty chill. She can see what's happening with her daughter. Her daughter should have left him a while ago, had him go back to his mom to make out, and then just keep the kids with her.
Did you say to make out?
Yes. And you see how I did that so smooth. Smooth. Oh. So, yeah, I just, he says he changed. He said that before. He's crying again, for her forgiveness of everything.
He cries
cries
more than the kids.
Oh, it's ridiculous. And the kids, they're so adorable.
They're so
They're
cute.
getting so big, and they're just adorable. And a sister doesn't trust them. I don't either.
She's seen it happen before. She's like, we've been on this road before. So
Yes.
I feel like he's just going through the motions and playing nice. And eventually he's going to fall back into his old ways. But I thought it was interesting that Kalani is saying, don't buy a house. That's a big step. 2 babies is a big step.
I know. Don't look now. I mean,
You're stuck with this guy forever.
And mom said to the sister, how long will you be here? And she says, a couple months, maybe a month or 2 months. And then they all look at Froyo like he has anything to say about anything.
He's living rent free.
Stop it.
No, his Froyo checks are not paying the rent.
They don't even pay.
Do you think Froyo wants to change?
No, honey. I think he just, I just think he's too immature. He seems to play with the kids. That's nice, that he's playing with the kids because he's one of them.
Yep.
And I just don't see, the sister has her best interest at heart. I think Kalani knows that. Yeah. But she doesn't want to admit that she's made a mistake in this because she's the older sister.
Yeah. And she loves him for some reason.
She does. She does love him. She says she does. Love is funny though. I mean,
it is funny. When we get to Tiffany, love is real funny. But yeah,
there's nothing funny about poor Tiffany.
I know. But so Kalani finds out they're looking at houses and she's like, whoa. Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to rent for 6 months? And then old Froyo acting like he's a baller shot caller. He's over there going, I think it'll be a better deal. We talked to the realtor. He's like us. He never knows the names of things, just like me and Nana.
I like him for that.
And so they're going to go look at houses and Kalani looks very, very worried. I feel for Kalani because if I was in a situation like that where my brother, because I only have one brother, if he was with like a Froyo and I would just want to shake him and be like, wake up.
Your brother, he's got really good taste as far as people's
not friendships but marriage. Caliber. He does.
Well, He does too. So, Colini and Froyo, that we find out aren't sleeping together.
Not even in the same bed. That's not good.
That can be good, but it usually happens later on in a marriage. It usually happens later on in a marriage.
Oh my gosh.
And so where one is maybe upstairs and one is downstairs in the man cave. It's just,
but you and Dad slept in the same bed for years and grossed us out. And now you've decided to.
Why would that gross you out? You have a mom and dad who love each other that sleep in the same bed?
Well, you guys were kissy, you know.
Yeah.
You're affectionate to each other. You're pervs, which is nice. But as a kid, you're like, ugh. But now you're older. You got more room in your house. You want to let your genitals breathe. You're in that.
And we're bigger people. And that room that we have will not handle a king size bed. So I'm used to having the queen size bed to myself.
Yeah. And that just, it works out. And for Nana.
Yes, and Dad will come up every once in a while and go, you have it nice up here. I said, thank you.
Get down to your man cave.
Take your shoes off.
But Kalani and Froyo, they're too young. They're newlyweds still. And if you're not sleeping together and you're not sleeping in the same bed and you're not intimate, that's a huge issue. And buying a house isn't necessarily going to solve that. However, I do believe they need their own space to.
Well, they do, but I mean.
With these two kids.
They do. Hands down, they do. The kids have to have a sense of their own place, not just living with grandma. But if that's the only thing that they have, thank God for grandma.
Thank God for grandma. Make it make sense. I think this is Fat Phil. Fat Phil says, love seeing you two in the same room.
Oh, thank you, Fat Phil.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Fat Phil. That's so cute.
Legalia said he's the only man she's ever been with. She'll love him until someone else breaks her back. I thought it was like breaks her heart. But
I was waiting for the heart too, and I got breaks her back. It's true. I mean, honey.
It is. It's her. She lost her virginity to this dude, allegedly. And she, hi, Joe. And she, you know, that's the father of her two children. Yes. It is. It's like her first love, probably.
Hi,
so
Terry.
producer Tilly's here to do some stuff.
I mean, wasn't she on vacation and she gave it up to this young boy that.
Well, he wasn't a boy because he was at least 20, 21. So
kind of a boyish.
But I mean, acts like a boy.
Yes, he does. He acts like he's 15.
Thank you. Miss Zafira says, oh my God, just came on here. So happy you and Nana are alive. I've been looking for you for days now. I'm starting to get worried. Sorry, we explained it in the beginning. We were so busy.
Well, we were just going.
And also just trying to get quality time together because like, this is the second time I've seen Nana in a year and a half.
And they've seen a lot of me. I was laying on the couch the other night and Joleen walked by and says, Nana, can you just put your legs together?
I'm pretty sure I saw her labia.
Well,
so
I just
don't
said,
know.
well, honey, I just was laying there like that. I wore underwear. I don't know how you would see my labia.
She said, say hi to your old home. And I said, no, thank you. No, thank you, miss. But no, we've been just trying to like hang out and, do all this other stuff. But the time goes by so fast when I'm with my mom. So now I saw her. I didn't see her all of COVID and I saw her in November and now I'm seeing her now. And then I'll get to see you in July. Yes. And then I don't know when again.
Yes. So we're going to go to a cabin and that's going to be really nice with the kids, with Bill and Sarah and Lucy and Frank. Did I call you Lucy at all this week?
You did a lot.
A lot. Okay.
Is Jolene's house clothing optional? For Nana it is. For Nana's always been more of an exhibitionist. I'm a cover it up and Nana's a let it hang out, let it breathe, let it air.
Well, I just didn't think my legs were that far apart where you're seeing things. So anyway.
Yeah, I saw my future siblings. Hi. Like
how you doing?
We basically, Chell walked by too. He was like, oh, geez. We basically gave Nana a gynecological exam. It was a lot.
It wasn't, you guys, she just makes this up. I honest to God, I had underwear on and I wear granny underwear. So I have a hard time believing anything's sticking out of anywhere.
All right.
So anyway, let's go to Brandon and Julia.
Let's just say the cervix still looks good. It's intact. It's very, okay. We're getting a little too graphic here. I just wanted to come up with like a term. Okay.
Well, that was nice.
That was nice. All right. Brandon and Julia. That's what it was like. That's what I was looking at. It was like that. It was like,
hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
And I was like, Nana's uterus. And then it was there. Brandon and Julia are back from Las Vegas. Julia wishes she was still there. I don't blame her. You guys put out a missing persons report. Where's alleged serial killer Betty and red-faced Ron?
they weren't in this episode. It just showed the kids, those two.
It's like they had
at
the farm.
The farm.
I think Julia killed them.
I think
allegedly fed them to the pigs.
I do too.
Or maybe here's another thing. This is a new murder mystery. We got to get to the bottom of it. I think Julia, and maybe talked Brandon into it somehow.
Okay.
They locked them or they drowned them in the hot tub. And so check the hot tub.
We could have floating bodies in the hot tub, I suppose we could.
And she did it while they're clothed because she wanted to piss Betty off in her final moments.
Take that, soapy clothes. Learn how to do your laundry and you won't have soap in your hot tub.
Redface Ron, where are you? And alleged serial killer Betty, where are you?
That seemed odd.
I'll tell you, I liked it better.
Oh, they don't need to be there every episode. Oh my gosh, no.
I feel like here's what either happened. Either the producers were like, we don't need them. We just want to hear from Brandon and Julia right now. Or Redface Ron and SK Betty realized how not liked they were last season. And so they're kind of playing it back a little bit.
I suppose.
So let us know what you guys think.
I just didn't think that. I didn't miss them. Well, at first I did because I said, gee, where are they? And then I thought,
And they were swinging.
They were at a swingers cruise.
I don't even
love that.
Think they went on a cruise. I think they go to a swingers farm, a fellow farm. They have barn.
They kind of roll in the mud.
Yeah.
The mud stuff
in the hay. They have a barn swinger parties. And like, you come into my barn or yours? And like, we'll go to yours because we got the kids over here. And Redface Ron is like, okay. And then Betty gets really excited. So. Yeah.
So Brandon and Julia back from Vegas. They're getting all worked up because they have their last interview for her green card.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I'd like to have everything ready, just done. And I just like to make sure I have everything. And he says, we've gone over this. You have everything that you need. And his files look like hell. There's paper flying all over the place. So I don't know what he's got.
We all know when Nana's at home, she has her giant bush behind her.
True story.
And a huge filing cabinet. So if she knows files.
Huge filing. So I know files and I just drop. And there's going to be a day where I don't need them because I'm going to say yes, I don't need
yes to the dress.
Yes to the dress and yes to no. Just give me a statement online and not a paper statement.
Okay.
Everybody's asking me to do that.
Do you hear Tilly? She's crying.
Yes.
Tilly, come here.
Come on, honey. So
she wants to go outside.
She's upset because he really didn't answer the question about Russia. She says, if I get a no for this, would you move to Russia with me? And he's kind of hemming and hawing in his own little, Opie Taylor way. And he's just not sure that he would do that. And I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to go to Russia. But she says, I came here to the United States.
You've never been to Russia.
I wouldn't go to Russia.
Well, that's the American kind of thing where we are like, well, everyone wants to be here. And other people in other countries are like, not really.
Well, I still think that. But anyway.
But I do think he married her. So if she gets taken out of this country, you better go with her, sir. And he was just like, well, I kind of looked into it. I did a brief Google search. I think it's harder for me to get citizenship there than for you. And I mean, I don't really want to. I mean, this is who you married, Julia, a big man baby.
I know. He can't make a decision, can he?
Well, no, and he's just a baby about stuff. He's like, you should come for me. And she feels like she has done more in her, emotionally and moving and all that stuff. And he's provided more financially. So that's just how
welcome
they feel.
To being a female. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, Nana.
So she asked him, would you move to Russia? And he's not, having it on. Mm-hmm. And then the meeting did not have an answer for them, which surprised me because Joleen and I both said, oh yeah, they're going to say yes. It's not going to be a big deal.
Yeah, I thought for sure right away. But they didn't even know, like the lady who interviewed them didn't even really know there's new paperwork or something that they needed, right?
Yes, and they're not sure what paperwork they need, nor was the woman. Plus, they wouldn't let the cameras in. That is immigration would not let them do that.
So she didn't get her green card, but she seemed like, well, it's not because we didn't know each other because right before they were very prepared. What's my favorite color? She's like, I have no idea. He's like, green. She's like, really? All right, I'm going to make a mental note of that.
Think of money.
And then, do you know when we got married and she almost didn't know the date? I forget the date I got married sometimes, but then I remember January 12th.
Do you really? I never do because June 25th is when we got married and that's the same, 625 is the same number as our furnace filters. Mm-hmm. So I just think our love was destined to be.
Oh, okay. So your furnace filters then. How romantic.
6 by 25 by, yeah. So 1 week and they'll get a call, and I believe they will, and I think everything will be fine. And I know we're going to see Ron and Betty next week, and that's too bad. I know we will.
Yeah, they're going to be back from the swingers farm, you know, the swingers barn dance they were at, the overnight barn dance.
The do-si-do. Swing your partner means something else.
Yes,
okay.
Swing your partner round and round, drop her down to the ground. Something like that. So
I like it. Tiffany.
Can Tiffany not be on this show? No offense. I'm sure she's a lovely woman, but this is Trey boring.
Trey boring.
Trey boring.
Gosh. And her mom really tells it like it is, because she's going, oh, you know, Mom, I just don't know if I should move. I want to get my own apartment. I want to be my own person. Well, you should have thought of that before kids. She's in Mom's house. They all go to Mom's house. They go to.
Do you want me to go to your house?
They go to live with Mom. Only Mom can pick them up from the airport or take them to the airport.
What Nana's saying is they got to get some friends. You got to get a JoJo. The rest of these people got to get a JoJo in their life because everyone's relying too much on their parents, according to Nana.
And she's saying she's tired of being the responsible one and him playing video games.
What is with these grown-ass dudes with responsibility gaming 24/7?
I don't know. Well, because they have a woman there that's going to provide food, clothing, and shelter for them.
And sex.
Why would you have to work? They're not going out there looking for it. It's right there.
I love it. You kind of sound like Dr. Laura. Remember Dr. Laura back in the day?
I do, Dr. Laura Schlesinger or something.
Schlesinger. And there was Dr. Joy Brown and Dr. Laura. Dr. Joy was way better.
I know. But Dr. Laura, as I've gotten older, it makes a little bit sense too. I mean, she was too prudish, you know.
She hates women and she's kind of racist. But there are occasional points she makes where you're like, I could see that work. But for the most part, she hates women.
I like Dr. Joy Brown. She was
she was
more
the shit.
feeling and she was great. Mom says you did pick him.
Mm-hmm.
And so, where's Dr. Ruth? Yes,
exactly.
If you're afraid of the penis, take a washcloth and put it around.
Is that what she said?
Yes, I love
Dr.
What
do you mean if you're afraid of it?
I don't know. Some people didn't like to touch the penis in one of her call-ins.
Wow.
And if you're worried about touching the penis, you take a washcloth and put it around.
Did you see the documentary on her? There's one on Hulu. It's so good. It was a couple years ago.
No.
And it was excellent.
Is she still with us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know. Okay.
Excellent.
He means nothing to Tiffany's mom, and she says that. He's not a son-in-law. He means nothing to me.
Tiffany's mom is over it. O-V-E-R. I said O-F. O-V-E-R. And she was freely sharing. I can't imagine. Also, Tiffany's mom looks almost the same age as Tiffany, which is crazy.
I know. Doesn't she look good?
Very young. And she's like, he doesn't bring anything to the table. I can't believe I said that. I just said it. I just
said it, and I don't care.
Everything Tiffany's mom said is right. Because when Tiffany said, but I love him, girl.
And I think I can make it work after she just got done, digging a grave for him. I mean, but I think I can make it work. Well, you think you can? Okay, then quit running back here to mommy. Get out there.
Well, when she said you can't pick who you love, that's not true.
That's not
As you get older, you learn you definitely kind of can. Sometimes we fall in love with buttholes, but there's a point
that happens
where you can definitely get out and get new. That whole thing is like, I can't help you love who you love. Not necessarily.
I don't think that's true.
A little codependence, I think.
The idea that people say you are married to them, not their family. Bullshit. You marry the whole package.
Oh my God. Chell is cooking for Papa while he's watching Johnny Carson. Chell has to do so much work for these guys. Do you know what I mean? And then Nana does work for us too. She was cleaning nonstop. So
I like doing that. That keeps me busy and it keeps my mind fresh, even when I can't think of things.
But it's true. You have to now, we as married people, my mother-in-law is going to have another surgery. We care for her as a family.
Absolutely.
And you are with these people. So you definitely marry into the family. So if you're not married yet, look at who you're marrying into. If you don't like the majority of this person's family, either you've got to make sure they never talk to them again, or you got to find someone new.
But you do marry the family too, because they are parts of all your holidays and things. For the most part, people get together for holidays and birthdays and different things. So yeah, you're marrying the whole.
Or just live really far away. That's another thing you can do.
Oh, that's why she moved.
Yeah, we live really far away from everybody. We live.
I'm missing you already, and I haven't even left.
Nan's got her tots out over there, Angela. I looked over.
Sorry.
I was like, oh my gosh, Nana.
God, they're not 5 pounds apiece,
Got
but they're
some
getting there.
Cleavy cleaves. But yeah, Tiffany seems like a really nice person. She really does.
She does. She's very pretty and
she's gorgeous. I just am like, oh, and then when she says,
so much
I
better.
feel like I'm doing the same thing over again because her oldest son's dad wasn't involved, and now her other baby, he's a loser, and so she pulled the cash back or the trip back, and she invested in an apartment, which I think is a good move for her to get her own space and her to feel when you're in these situations with someone that's that problematic, and especially like an addict who's not actively, I don't think he's actively getting
he's not
help.
working.
You have to have your own independence from that addict because she should probably go to Al-Anon. Do you go to Al-Anon for GA people, gambling people? I don't know how it works. But
he's getting his motorcycle fixed. Instead of that,
his
send
priorities.
money home.
He's a selfish addict. That's what he's in that mode right now of addiction. Her and I have both been there. He has to break out of it. He has to want to get help and to get on the right track again. So, but she also can't be adding into his addiction and helping him and bailing him out, because then you're going to get exactly what he's giving. He's never going to change if you're putting in the same thing and nothing is taken from him. That's why people have interventions. That's why you have stakes. He needs to have stakes. Like, you won't see me, you won't see your kids, which is very hard to do. But if you want any kind of change, you gotta do that. So I think her having her own independence and feeling that she can do it,
I want her to keep going with that. And keep going on the next show, because I'm done with her on this show. So
it's so boring.
You do not have to show her too much. Her kids are adorable. Her mom, I just love. But until she makes a change of this guy, it's not even interesting. It's just sad to see.
We don't even really see Ronald. It's just like,
no.
Yes, it's just
so horrible. Ronald McDonald, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Ronald McDonald. Go play your first-person shooter games in the dark. I mean,
whatever you need to do. But doesn't that sound good? French fries right now? Ronald McDonald.
Oh, I was thinking of first-person shooter games. It wasn't French fries.
I was looking at Ronald McDonald. Ronald McDonald's. Like Angie said, I just want a hamburger and fries and Marlboro Reds. Okay.
Yes.
So
she's attracted to him because he loves her son. That makes sense. I mean, I think that's very important for, if you go into a relationship with a child, I imagine that's one of the most, if not the most important thing, to find someone who will treat your child right, because it's so scary to think you'd have a guy that wouldn't treat him like his own, or you want your kid to have that father figure. But her kid deserves better. He deserves to see his mom be treated with respect and then being taken care of. And he deserves to have a stepfather that helps himself and cleans himself up, because you can get over this stuff. This is, like addiction. It's a lifelong battle, but it's a battle that you can be on top of, that you can win. And that is worth it. Like, the fight is worth it. And for all the benefits he'll reap once he starts taking it seriously. I don't know where he is at this point in his
really don't care.
Struggle.
He's in some kind of garage with his motorcycle. Okay.
I know.
That would be the end of
it. Just seems he's making still very selfish decisions, which makes me think there's no way he's in a recovery program if he is making these kind of decisions. So,
and isn't it fun that we get to go to the pool now, you guys?
Oh, Nana's already wrapping this shit up. We're under an hour, and Nana's like,
are we under an hour? I didn't.
No, we're fine. No, I'm saying normally we go over. Is that everybody?
Yes. Honey.
So
I went through. I just made me double check.
We didn't really see Natalie and Mike.
We didn't at all.
They do a little recap in the beginning, and apparently next episode we're going to see Natalie driving back from this hotel that he left her at yet again. Mike, can you go into the woods and never come back? I am so tired of this asshole.
Well, you know what? She's gonna leave. She's just gotta leave. This isn't for her. Grab some of the money out of the bank account and run.
I think they've already broken up, I thought. But I mean, this is
not
just
soon enough.
Ridiculous. This is your husband. He should not be leaving you in locations, especially when you moved across the globe for this dude. No. He's a big baby. I can't say enough bad things about how Mike acts on the show.
I just, at first I liked him because he's just a big old country boy. And I thought, he needs some direction. But no.
Go swim in the lake and don't come back.
He needs a hysterectomy. Okay.
This dude is, he's the worst. April has a question. April says, do you think a couple should have a queen bed or a large king bed so you can snuggle up, or a king to have room for your partner? Maybe these couples need a twin bed.
Oh.
So what do you think, Nana?
Paul and I, this is before queen beds were even like invented.
Mhm.
We always had a double bed or full size, same. And then when we went to our house where we are now, then we got a queen size bed, and a queen size is very nice. I like a queen size, but I'm kind of a tough one to ask because I take the whole queen over and he sleeps on downstairs on his recliner, and he likes that because it's better for his back. That's what he says.
That's what he says.
I don't know. He could be blowing smoke.
It's a Kalani Froyo situation.
It could be. We don't know. We don't know.
My husband and I have a queen, and I want to upgrade to a king, and he says, no, I want to stay in a queen because then we're closer together because we've had a king
sweet. They've been
before.
married a short period of time.
Well, yeah, we've only been married since 2015.
Yeah. I mean, that's a shorter period of time than Dad and I who have.
No, listen, I understand. Like,
no, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, for
It's not
sure.
cut
But
or
you
anything
guys
on you.
stayed in that queen size bed for
a
years.
long time. I think my best sleep or my best sex would have been in the back of the Chevy van.
Listen,
So if you want
okay.
to go back and get a Chevy van and put some shade carpeting down.
Nana
the
said,
ticket.
I have yet to see the ending of Easy Rider
Saw it 3 times.
in the drive-in. This whore over here. And since the slut shaming, we always say, Nana, don't slut shame. Now we're going to slut shame Nana.
You're gonna slut shame me. I feel good about it.
Poppy says, I blame both Tiffany and Ron on both major bad decisions.
Yeah,
major bad.
that's true,
Tiffany's
Poppy.
made some, real bad decisions.
That is. I mean, and you're bringing kids into this.
Yep.
Can you just not be so selfish? If you want a family, that's great.
Mhm.
But please think about this. Look at that person. Is that person going to be there on the kid's graduation day? Really? Okay.
Yeah, this is Nana After Dark. Oh, yeah. Well, Nana.
I like Nana After Dark. Hi, Paige.
Nana is just, she will share.
A Chevy van is just great.
Mhm.
And that's just shake.
You have a
carpet.
Chevy right now. You have a Chevy. What's it called?
It's a, I was going to say, what do we drive, Paul? I forget, but it's very nice.
But Papa wants a
Traverse. And that's bigger than what we have
Probably
now.
Because he wants to relive the glory days.
He could. That would,
But
Lord.
Don't give me a sibling.
panel
I don't
van,
want another sister or
blue
brother.
Panel van. They're a little scary, but blue panel van we had. It was just so sweet.
So before they were for creepers, they were for Nana and Papa's love. That's nice.
Yeah, it really was.
All right.
Just pull into Como Park and
that
pick
is a good
spot.
name for Nana's YouTube channel. Nana's Naughty Stories. Yep. Or Nana After Dark.
Nana After Dark.
All right. So
Nads.
that is our
Nana After Dark. NAD. Nad.
Oh my God, Nad.
Nad.
That's the new. Be like, what's up, Nads?
What up?
So that's our breakdown of this episode. We're now going to go into our Who's Dead with Nana segment, to which she has her little Who's Dead with Nana journal. And then I have this. Yes, good job, Nana. Good
Thanks.
job.
Ooh,
proud
I'm
of you.
ready.
I'm
I'm
trying
ready
to
for
find-
Jeopardy. Okay, Joleen, what is a pussy?
Can they
Here's
hear
my
us?
impression of Nana. We're doing good. Whenever we go on break or we hit one of those little things, she goes, "We're doing good."
We're doing good.
And I go, "Yeah, we're doing good." She's like,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Can they hear us?" And I go, "Shh, shh." And then she goes, "We're the bomb." Okay, all right. She's a hype man,
Sorry.
hype lady.
I just
Flavor Flav over here.
Flavor Flav. I miss him. That was a fun
He's
show.
not dead, so we're not
I
going to
know.
talk about him. He's
We
still
aren't.
alive. Who's dead with Nana? Nana, what celebrity died?
Now you can say how her real name is, but Tawny Katan.
Catan. Mm-hmm.
She was only age 59. She was in the iconic 80s video vixen and Whitesnake. And she did go with Whitesnake for a while.
She was in the Whitesnake video on the car or something.
Yes.
Tawny was in lots of stuff though. Let's
She
pull
was
her
a
up.
lot of 80s.
What did she die of, Nana?
It didn't say.
Okay, well,
it didn't say. She
was
very
also
pretty.
in Bachelor Party. I'm going to share
Oh,
our
yeah.
little screen
Was
over
that
here.
with Tom Hanks.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So,
And so yeah, she's
80s
so
siren,
beautiful.
Tawny Katan, of music videos and Bachelor Party dies at 59. That is so freaking
Isn't
young.
that sad? And I just don't know what she died of.
She was 59. Her real name was Julie. She died Friday at home in Newport Beach. According to a release from the Orange County Coroner's Office, the cause of death is not yet known. In 1984, she co-starred in an early Tom Hanks comedy, Bachelor Party. She then appeared in music videos for heavy metal bands Rat and Whitesnake, including in Back for More and This Is Love. Is this love that I feel? I don't know if that's a song. Catain memorably performed the splits and other moves on 2 Jaguar hoods in Whitesnake's Here I Go Again on My Own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Sing it, Nana.
I don't know the song.
Is it like a
I've
blister
heard it.
or like a twister? I was born to walk alone, but I made up my mind. I ain't wasting no time. Is that the song? Why do I know this?
So.
Okay.
I don't know, but that's very good. You would have been very young when this is happening.
So she later married the lead singer David Coverdale. She appeared on TV shows like the new WKRP in Cincinnati. There was a new WKRP?
I never even knew that. The old WKRP in Cincinnati was a fabulous show. Loved it.
Wasn't Lonnie Anderson in that?
Absolutely.
Our Minnesota
Minnesota girl.
Rosedale, Minnesota's own Lonnie Anderson. She appeared on TV shows, and then also the Hercules, the Legendary Journeys, and reality shows such as Celebrity Rehab. Ooh.
And Botched.
I do remember her on Celebrity Rehab, so I hope it wasn't addiction stuff.
I hope it wasn't an overdose of any kind.
Oh, so
it's just very sad. But to be born in 1961 and already passed, that's so sad because my little sisters are born in 1960, so I always kind of...
This isn't updated from Radar Online. It's saying actress Tami Catain was facing jail time for a 2019 DUI prior to her death. Oh, poor Tani. Bachelor Party actress Tami Catain unexpectedly died over the weekend, but Radar has learned that she was scheduled to be in court later this month to deal with an unreported DUI arrest. According to court documents obtained by Radar, Catain was facing jail time in the criminal case. The model was arrested for driving under the influence on July 22nd, 2019. The incident took place in Newport Beach, where she lived for years. She was officially charged with a misdemeanor over the arrest on October 22nd, 2019. Prosecutors used her married last name of Finley on the paperwork. Official records show Catain pleaded guilty.
Not guilty to the charge.
Oh, I just read guilty. Gosh.
That's all right.
Not guilty to the charge. The case dragged on for over a year with many delays. The court had a pretrial hearing scheduled on May 18th. Catain could have faced jail time because it was her second DUI arrest. Catain had a long history of issues with the law. In 2006, a tipster called the Orange County Sheriff's Department asking for officers to check on Catain's kids. During the search, they found over 15 grams of cocaine inside the home. Eventually, Catain reached a plea deal with prosecutors. She agreed to complete rehab, and the charges were dropped. In 2009, she was arrested for driving under the influence in Newport Beach. So 10 years later, she got another one. Sources say they believe she was under the influence of prescription pills. Those damn prescription pills.
That's so sad.
As Radar previously reported on May 7th, she passed away. Or no, she passed away. She passed away at the age of 28. Someone might want to check your sources here, Radar.
Oh, yeah.
She passed away at the age of 59. She was found inside her Newport Beach home by a close association. The cause of death has...
By a close association. Wouldn't it be close associate?
Listen.
Do
you want us to write for you, Radar? The actress struggled with addiction issues for years and even appeared. I remember Celebrity Rehab. I loved that show.
That was a good one.
Days before her death, she posted a bathroom selfie writing, "She's back. Not feeling good" is like totally not feeling good. I've missed you guys so much. I swear you keep me sane. Her daughters, Winter and Rain, posted an emotional tribute to their mother on social media. They posted a note that read, "We are heartbroken and saddened to announce the death of our mom. We just want to say thank you for all. We just want to say thank you for all of you, her fans and her friends, for always showing her so much support and love. You gave her life every day. We miss her and love her, and we know her legacy will live on forever."
It's very sad. Very sad. So
very sad. Well, we just know how to,
bring it down.
Bring it down. We just
so that was the only.
That's
one
your
I
only
had.
one she had.
Yeah.
So if you guys had anyone else, put it in there. But Legally Leah is saying 15 grams. Good Lord. Yeah, I know. I imagine that's. I don't know.
That's a lot.
Grams. How many grams are in a whatever?
Like a nose full? How many? Okay.
I'm going to Google how much is 15 grams of cocaine. I want to know what it looks like. A chart, the street price of a gram of cocaine. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, what's this? I don't want to do this. No, oh my gosh. I think that's a spam site. Cocaine retail prices. All right. Wholesale street prices. How much do drugs cost? Someone Googled that. How much do drugs cost? Oh my God. They made a chart compared to different countries. The World Drug Report 2006. How much does cocaine cost per gram? Someone's
All right.
asking. Okay. The price varies based on a few factors. Generally, the top end retail cost is $100. Bottom end is approximately $40 a gram.
So $100 gram, that's $15,000.
$1,500. If you are located near a major urban center, then prices should be low and purity should be high.
Okay. So it's very sad.
Oh my gosh.
You almost kind of think it might be an overdose.
Either that or the S word. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess
I hope not. We don't know. We shouldn't
guess
speculate.
On someone's death.
Thank you, Relification. Kalani and Froyo's marriage has died. Yes, Nana, why didn't you put that in your book? What's the
I thought it was one of them died.
No, their marriage, Relification says died.
Relification, got it. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Nana, we also got tipped off that we had some fans.
Oh, yes, this was so exciting. And
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something else.
When we went to look at
in a group on Reddit, in like one of the groups, a couple people were singing our praises. It was very nice. So thank you. Shout out to you guys on IG Cesspool, I think it was.
And what is Reddit?
And thanks, Realification, for showing.
I don't know what it is.
It's like a forum. It's an online forum. What is it called? Like there's Chel's way more well versed in Reddit. I go on Reddit because there's a couple pages I like to follow. I like to follow the Bravo. I like to follow the 90 Day. There is the JY fan club. I like them because sometimes they post about me and Busy, and they're awesome and kind, and they have our backs. And then IG Cesspool, I didn't really know what that was, but it's the front page of the internet. Reddit is a network of communities based on people's interests. Find communities you're interested in and become part of an online community.
Nice.
So you do these threads and people comment and share. It's like a big comment board.
I thought we were
thingy.
the only ones out there.
No, Nana. And what is Reddit? Leah says Coke is $50 in Alabama. So I've heard. So you've heard, Leah. I love it.
Good
so
girl.
You've heard. Listen, I didn't go on Reddit until I got into this 90 Day stuff and more Bravo things.
Thank you, Erin.
It's kind of fun.
Erin's never been on it either. Thank you, Erin.
No,
I just didn't know what it
you
was.
can learn. You can learn a lot.
So let's talk about what did they say about us.
Well, I can pull it up for you later. But they were just saying she does a show with her mom, and her mom's, I'm just paraphrasing, her mom's great. She's sexy. Her boobs sit high. I bet she swims well. Her hair is amazing. She doesn't need to lose a pound. And I wish she was my mother. That's basically what they said.
Oh my God. Well, let's pull it up, shall we? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I can read Reddit to Nana.
Okay, that would
and
be
then,
fun. But let's talk about what we were looking at.
So
that
Shannon
was so much
Van,
fun.
her friend was, we don't want to out people if they don't, you know what I mean? I don't want to say where people are. Do you know what I mean? Like, anyways.
But you don't know who that was that said it.
We just got tipped off that someone saw us while we were looking at houses out in North Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And they were at the same thing. And they were like, we saw Nana, we saw Joleen. And that was cool. But if you ever see us out, say hi to us.
Please
say hi to us.
That would have made my day to think that someone
Nana,
from another state recognized me from this. I think that would be so cool.
Someone from another state. Well, Nana, everywhere we go, she's like, oh, I have a podcast, 9 Days with Nana. We got her hair done in Palm Springs at the place I've been going to.
Cut up a little like this, guys, and then
she gets shaved. So
see
cute.
how she shaved it.
So
I like
cute.
that Mary did that first, and then I asked her to
Nana goes up to the owner of the salon and goes, do you mind if we give you a shout out on my podcast? I go, I don't think anyone would mind. So do you want to shout them out? Do you even remember what it's called?
I'm going to remember it in a minute. The girl's name was Samantha, who did my hair.
Mm-hmm.
And did it have something to do with a bunny?
The salon did not have anything to do with the bunny. It's Tiny Bubbles Salon.
Yes, Tiny Bubbles Salon.
In downtown Palm Springs. It's owned by Michael and Nathan.
They were just, he was
beautiful.
just so nice. And I'm so sorry. I couldn't think of Tiny Bubbles. I wrote it down in the book, but now I closed my book. But it had nothing to do with the rabbit. And it was called Tiny Bubbles. And it was just a darling shop. And they were very welcoming.
Oh, yeah. So, shout out. Go. And I go, Nana, did you get like a deal or anything? No. Just wanted to give him a shout out.
I just wanted to give him a shout out because we went
to the Honda dealership and you met.
Oh, gosh, she was just darling.
And her middle name is Eileen, Jamie Eileen.
Jamie Eileen. And she was going to say she's going to get on and see what we do. She doesn't watch 90 Days.
No.
But she does like other reality shows.
She does.
So I just kind of pushed that, and she loved 90210. And because I was wearing my 902
from Brandy,
love those masks. I get so many comments on those because I was wearing my 90210 mask. We talked all about 90210, and we found out that her middle name was Eileen.
Yep.
And
so
she
now
was delightful, and she was at
our new best friend, the
yes,
Honda dealership.
The Honda dealership. Yes.
Yep. Okay, Legally says you guys must watch 90 Day The Single Life on Discovery. It's really, really good. Nana, you should start watching it on the plane. We got to get her Discovery Plus.
I'm not sure how
I have to get Discovery
do that
Plus too.
because last time they didn't have internet. So would I need
Don't
internet?
bring it up. Papa has not stopped talking about that.
He talked about it every day.
Every
They
day.
didn't have an internet on the plane. They didn't have
Damn
internet.
Sun Country, what was up with your internet? Because my
Please
dad
have
did
it on
not
the
know
way
what
home.
to do with himself. They
I'm
don't
go-
serve cocktails and you don't have internet. What's he going
I'm
to do?
taking a melatonin so I don't have to listen to it, okay? God is love.
So there you go, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for all the super chats. Don't forget to subscribe to Joleen Vlogs because I have tons of videos I'll be putting together in the next weeks of our travel and all that stuff.
It's so fun. It's
The
just
next
wonderful
one
being here.
I'm working on is the casino one when Nana won all the
Guys,
money.
It was so exciting.
So-
Yeah, cut it back because I just, and then it was just so exciting. I haven't won that kind of money in a long time.
Nana won like 2,500.
2581.
Yeah.
But who's counting? I did.
We did talk about our Vegas trip a little bit, Giggly Robot. A lot of it will be in the vlogs on Joleen Vlogs, but we had a great time. We stayed at Caesar's Palace. We saw 29 model homes. I keep hitting this thing.
Yes, we saw 29 model homes.
Shout out to Sandy, my realtor in Las Vegas.
Oh, she's delightful.
She's so great. Shout out to you guys. Okay, we'll talk a little bit about this if you want to, Nana, just a little bit about, we talked a little bit, how many times can I say a little bit? We talked about it in the beginning, how it is a seller's market.
Oh yeah.
So the community we really liked was this Inspirata in Henderson.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Very beautiful.
But what's happening now, you guys, so we wanted to do a new build. We found 2 models we liked and we're like, we want to build those. What happens is the market is so crazy with people wanting to buy. They have back lists of people, which makes no sense to me. Just they have to fill 5,000. This new area, it's expansive. It's with KB Homes, and they have to fill 5,000. I think they filled 1,500 or 1,200, something
1,200.
crazy.
Yeah, I think it was
So
12.
they have a list they put you on, and then every weekend they do a lottery where you join in like a Zoom call, and they pick 3 people and give away 3 lots. Some are on the single family homes, and then they also have these really nice townhomes. And
They're
so we were
beautiful
on a
places.
lottery Saturday for a single family home. We didn't get picked. And so it's a mess. There was 54 people on the call
Yes.
trying to get 3 spots. So Chell and I are kind of like, okay, maybe we'll wait a little bit. We're going to try to be patient. It's hard to be patient because we
You get excited.
We get excited. He's going to do the RN program at UNLV. So he's taking classes out here already. He already has a bachelor's in the arts, a bachelor of arts like I do, but he had to take all these science classes because he wants to do RN as his next stage of his life. And so he wants to get started at UNLV, and we can't do that until we would move there because we've really Las Vegas seems to be the best place for us right now as far as being able to perform and cost of living and him going to school.
Yes.
So he's becoming a CNA. He's taking some classes starting in August so he can just get that.
And that's certified
rolling.
nursing assistant.
Yeah,
Yes.
because then when you apply for these nursing schools, they like that too.
Well,
and it's a way for him to just get it going, you want to feel like you're getting out of this pandemic. You're getting back to some kind of normalcy. But
that's why people are out there now looking for homes. They're starting anew.
Mhm.
This starts like a do-over, if you will. It's kind of a fresh feeling, getting our vaccinations and things.
But everybody wants a place right now. But I just don't understand these builders. Why just 3 lots at a time? Why not pump 100 and say, okay, this one will be 6 months, this one will be a year, it'll be up, this, that, and the other thing. So we might be joining these lottery calls for weekends. Now we did find another place in North Vegas. It's more of a up and coming area, and we would be on the early phase of their build. I don't like it as much, but as far as something we could be in for like 2 years and then sell while he's going to school, because once he's an RN, I'm going to want to upgrade, you guys. We've been working off a comedian salaries in my day job. So once we get a little too
Right.
RN,
I totally understand that.
So I liked North Vegas, but when you compare it to this Inspirada neighborhood, there's like hiking trails. Henderson is
pretty.
beautiful.
It was very pretty.
We looked in Summerlin. Summerlin is, if you've never been to Summerlin in Las Vegas,
that's nice.
It's amazing. Red Rock, the mountains feel close. It's beautiful, but it's so expensive. We looked at the same type of models and they wanted $50K more. And then, you guys, here's the thing. When you buy you guys probably know this, but I didn't know this. So
I didn't either.
when because they built a house, the house they live in, they've lived in since I was 17.
That's 25 years ago, right?
Yeah. And so they say, here's the model. They take you through it and they say, you can pick which one, and then you get your land. There's a land premium based on elevation, based on a corner lot, things like that. So some of these places, one place we looked at in Summerlin wanted $40,000 extra on top of the build
to look out
at the strip far away.
And a baseball field in front of you.
And it was one of these, they call them duplexes. So they're kind of townhomes, but they're next to each other.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other one. I'm sorry. I was thinking
Panorama. That's Panorama.
Oh, yeah.
So there's this Panorama. It's by Touchstone Builders. Like, you guys don't need all the information, but it's kind of nice to have. So that one, they wanted $40K. So the prices seem really reasonable. It'll be like, okay, you have homes between $282 and $315, which for a new build, it's like, holy crap, that's good.
And that just astounds me.
And then
that's why I know I'm getting older. Like,
you do $40,000 on top of that just to look at a baseball field and the strip far away.
So you're not looking at your neighbor. Mm-hmm. And it didn't look warm and friendly. I didn't get a good feeling about it, but that's just life. Everybody's got what they like. Yeah. Be careful of North Vegas. There's a lot of crime. Okay.
Yeah. Calypso. So, and I've heard a lot about that. So everyone's kind of like, it's a up and coming. It was off the, what highway was that?
215.
Something like that.
So
when you first drive in, you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. It's like the city. It's kind of just like being in like Los Angeles or something. And then you get out a little further and it's more suburby, I guess, more North suburbs. Vegas area. So but this community in North Vegas is a gated community, and
it just is.
We'll see.
And crime is everywhere. I understand that, but I totally, if I had my druthers or had more money, Henderson, I'd love that. That's a nice area. Mm-hmm. But just to get started in things. And it's funny because
it was just so beautiful. Like,
it was.
Outside was beautiful. There's hiking trails nearby. Our realtor lives over there. So it's like, if your realtor lives there, it's probably a good place. It's probably a good place.
It's just nice to go with you and to be a part of it and just looking and stuff. Mm-hmm. I like that. Dad liked that. It was very exciting.
Yeah. Once the lights go out, Calypso saying not so good in North Vegas. Yeah, I could tell there were areas. You could tell. Me and Chell drove around there at night because we dropped them off at Caesar's Palace and went back at night to see where would our Target be, where would our Trader Joe's be. Yeah. So Nancy says lots of military, not grade builders up there. Closer homes, not the same. You know what I saw in Vegas is they really are building very like California. They're building up. Yeah. Instead of out.
Oh, yeah.
And they're building boom, boom, boom. So even if you're building a brand new home, you are right next to your neighbor.
You're not having anybody building long,
which in Minnesota,
ramblers. You're not seeing that.
You get more, space. Not always, but
not always.
So
that was just fun. It's been a wonderful.
Yeah.
How many days have I been here? 11.
Not long enough. You guys, I've been trying to tell her to stay. She doesn't have to work. We're retired now. We could keep going. Look, she's changing the subject.
Has a condo in Henderson. It's much nicer in Henderson. It's very pretty.
Yeah,
it's so pretty. I just love it. And and we talk about this, and we always say, location.
Mm-hmm. So, I had some people tell me, "Oh no, Henderson's not nice." I went out there; it was really nice.
No, Henderson.
And this Inspirada area
it was beautiful.
And KB Homes is great. However, the problem with KB Homes is, you think. You go in these models and there's some upgrades, but you basically everything's an upgrade. They're charging you for everything. I mean, handles on the cabinets, which I've never built, so I didn't know. Is that normal?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. I mean, they have regular ones, or you have to have 9-foot ceilings, which were beautiful. That was a perfect
But then you have to spend extra $4,000 to get the 9-foot ceilings, and then you need a bigger door. And it's just like, once you add up all that, then that's on top of the price. You got $40,000-$50,000 in your upgrades. Yeah. It wasn't as affordable as we thought, but much more than California and even Minnesota right now.
I know. Isn't that something? Minnesota is just booming too. I mean, we really are. I lived in
La Vegas. It was gorgeous, crowded now. Yeah, it seems like eventually we were reading a lot of Reddits about the housing market, and people, Chell was reading them to us, like Reddit posts, and it seems like people are very frustrated.
Because that's where he was reading that to
Reddit,
us. Oh, Reddit. Okay,
you're going
now it's making sense. Okay.
You're going in with, people, there's 20 to 50 offers on a home. People are paying $50K over asking price, which is already inflated. So this bubble, eventually you would think it's going to burst. They can't sustain this kind of, demand on the market.
It's a honeymoon theory. What goes up must come down. So
we're not in a huge hurry, I guess. Just we want to,
you get excited. You want to.
Yeah, we want to do this.
Part of this, and
we want our home, and we want our next phase of our life, because we had to pivot with the pandemic and with comedy and as everybody. So, so we'll see. I mean, we can kind of be patient, but it's hard to be patient.
It's hard to be patient, especially when you just see these beautiful homes, and they're so pretty, one after another, and then I get a little confused on what we saw. But you did videos.
I did video,
and that was nice, and I took a lot of pictures, pictures.
Overall, I thought KB was great. We looked at
those.
Ascent. We looked at all kinds of builders, but the KB was
it was just quality. It was such quality, and the area was so nice.
It was very nice. And, we're used to living in desert, and we also
I love the desert.
Can perform a lot in Vegas. And I like that about Las Vegas, and kind of afford it. So that's kind of our Vegas trip. We didn't do pools or anything.
No.
We just gambled a little.
Speaking of Vegas.
What?
And speaking of desert.
Uh-oh.
Let's go in the pool one last time.
All right. Well, everyone say bye to Nana. Ask her why she didn't stay longer. Make her feel bad about it.
Don't make me feel bad. You guys, I got to get home. I got to get to back to normalcy, and it's getting nicer in Minnesota. I heard it got up to 63. Hello.
All right. You guys, thank you for everything. Thank you for all the comments.
So nice and early. I just didn't think we'd have the group we had. That's wonderful.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for the super chats. Thanks for supporting us on the different Reddit threads. Thanks for emailing us things. Thanks for the gifts. You guys are fabulous. The best. So Nana, we're off.
I love you.
I love you too. Thanks for coming, but I'm going to still harass you to stay longer. We're headed to the pool, guys.
We're going to the pool.
We'll talk to you later. Bye.